In the last video, she was crying about being broke after divorce, and now she sounds like she might be homeless. Like, this is, you can't make this stuff up.
I filed for divorce 2 months ago. I've been trying to look for an apartment, and the places that I'm looking at, I need to make 3 times the rent to be able to rent them. And unfortunately, with my job, I'm a CNA. I don't make 3 times the rent. So I need a child support order to be able to add to my income so I can meet the requirement. And I've been trying to get into some sort of settlement with my soon to be ex-husband on that. And basically, he is blackmailing me, I guess. He wants me to sign away all rights I have to his military retirement. He is in the Army. He has been in for 18 years. He'll be retiring in 2 years. And I've been married to him the entire time. So the retirement's a marital asset. So I am entitled to part of it. We've been
Hold up. You know I got to do it. Gentlemen, I'm sorry. It has to happen right now. What she just said is exactly why yours truly, Chisha Zed, created fathershaverights.com. Need a prenup but don't know where to start? Well, you can start with this guide that shows you exactly how to not end up in this situation. I'm not talking about a guaranteed fail proof for marriage or anything, but what a prenup does is that it limits your losses. You want to limit your losses. It protects your assets, such as your retirement, which in this case, she's fighting for after she decided to initiate her divorce with her husband. Insane. If you're engaged or soon to be married, head over to fathershaverights.com. Learn how to get your prenuptial agreement today. Let's keep listening.
Going back and forth and fighting about it, and I just can't take it anymore. I just want to leave. I just want to move out, and I just want to start my life over. So I offer to sign away my right to the military retirement in return for spousal support and the entirety of the savings account that we have. I send the proposal to my lawyer and tell her this is what I'm proposing to do. And she comes back and says, well, this is a bad idea. And then she says, well, you could get a temporary order from the court for the child support, but that's going to cost you $4,000 in legal fees, and it may not be binding because it's only temporary, so you may not even be able to use that to really add to your income. And she goes into this long thing, which I appreciate. I appreciate her telling me the legal stuff, because she's basically telling me you are an idiot to sign this away. And she does all the numbers, and the numbers don't make any sense. Basically, I'm giving away more to get less. She's basically trying to persuade me to kind of wait this out till the final order happens, because it will go in my favor if I can just wait it out. But I can't wait it out because I have to stay in the house with this person. Yesterday, he called me the nanny. He said that I'm going to pay you child support and you're just going to be the nanny for my kids. When I told him, like, I need to try and stay in the district so our kids can keep going to their school. And the neighborhood that we're in is a little bit more expensive. So I need the child support order. And he said, it's not my problem. It's not my problem that you can't afford a place for them to live. In fact, I hope that's how it plays out, because I want the kids to see that you can't support them.
Right.
I want the kids to see that you can't afford for them to live in a nice place.
Right.
And I want them to know that they're going to have to go through a hardship because of what you did.
Right.
Your pressure campaign that he's been putting me under for the last 2 months since I filed is an effort, is really him trying to get me to drop the whole thing.
Wait, how did you think this was going to go? How did these chicks who initiate divorce think this is going to go? It's war. You're at war inside that house. That's the reality of the situation. And listen, there are men who look at this and say, shit, I don't want to go through this. That's not worth it. Get it. And the men who don't take steps to protect themselves or educate themselves at some level, I don't get that. But how did you not think that this was going to play out this way when I've seen you with thousands of other people talking crap about your husband online, announcing to the world that you're leaving him? Crazy.
I honestly believe that. I honestly believe he just wants me to drop the whole thing. If I went to him and I said, okay, I'm just going to drop the divorce, got rid of my lawyer and then didn't do anything, I think he'd drop his lawyer and we would just go about life like before. I honestly believe that. I just think he doesn't want to not be married anymore, to me. Not because he loves me or anything like that, but just because this is a big inconvenience to him. It's a big inconvenience, and he has to do all of these things he doesn't want to do, and all he wants to really do is just go to work, come home, play video games, watch some corn, and nap. And I'm disrupting all of his plans with my annoying, irritating divorce.
Right, your insignificant divorce. The most traumatic thing a man probably goes through in our modern day, going through a divorce. This small thing. Why can't he just give up his retirement? I just don't get it. Poor me. Poor me. I might be homeless. Guys, what's happening here is she wants so desperately. This is not even about her even being in a situation that she does not want to be in. She wants this. She wants so desperately to be divorced without the consequences of what that comes with. If she had it her way, she would have already gotten an apartment, but she can't afford another place. She said she's a CNA. I was a CNA, right? 10 years, I told you guys I worked CNA caregiver. And unless you're balancing two jobs, for you CNAs that know this, or you're getting paid fairly well, you work in a hospital or something like that, chances are, even at that point, you won't be able to maintain the quality of life you were with two incomes or your husband who is able to really take care of all of you, right? That earning potential.
This is very long, but I'm hoping that a woman's going to see me, see what I'm going through, and say to yourself, I don't want to go through that. And it could easily be me, because it could easily be you. I am not special. I'm not special or unique. I'm just a woman. I'm just a woman with 2 kids. What can happen to you too?
What can happen to you? You decided to divorce your husband. What are you talking about? Top commenter says I could have made this post like I just feel every word. My ex is Navy, 16 years, been married the whole time. This is a damn nightmare. Somebody else who says, former military here. Why haven't you contacted his command directly to have them make the arrangement? You are a military spouse and he gets benefits and income for you as a dependent. Contact his command and ask them to take the money from his paycheck. Somebody else who says, don't settle ever. This is exactly what he wants to get you too tired to fight. Here's another person who says, do not sign that away. Another person here added, I feel like women should plan their divorce years ahead before leaving because it's really expensive starting all over. Wow.
So you see,
This is a crazy comment. You guys read that? I feel like women should plan their divorce years ahead before leaving because it's really expensive starting all over. Somebody else who says this is smart. I wish I had been more strategic. Yeah, maybe. But instead, she got on TikTok and started talking shit about her husband. Here's another person who says, I think some of us become paralyzed in our marriage. We want to leave for so many years and try to plan and take action, only to fall back into the comfortable habits and routines. Sometimes some of us just have to take it the hard way, the expensive route, and trust God in the process. It sucks, but we do the best we can with what we can. Here's another person that says, yes, wish my mom would have told me this. And somebody else here added, I would want to do this, but it's so hard to pretend to be fine. So he works, so he doesn't wreck me and cause me to react in a way that he can use against me. I don't regret our lives together. I love our girls, but I struggle to not believe I should unalive myself on the daily because he has everyone around us convinced I am the bad mom and our only real problem. Another person who says, please stay strong. He's trying to break you. Start planning, be strategic. You deserve better. Yeah. There's no messy way to go through breakups and divorce from what I've seen. It just isn't. It's going to be painful. And I think, like anything else, most people underestimate the hell and pain that it actually is. I'm a person who errs on the side of I probably am underestimating how difficult this is, or I probably should prepare more. I probably should do more. Right. Listen, of course, guys, curious to know what you think. Curious to know where you stand when it comes to this particular situation. Again, to my currently engaged or soon to be married men, if you need a prenup but don't know where to start, if you're even remotely wondering about what the first step and last step should be when getting your prenup, head over to fathershaverights.com. As always, I appreciate you. Till next time, I'm out. Peace.